Supposedly about 10 million of us today marching.
Around the world, millions of people don't want this war.
We have never gotten justice.
Welcome to Truth Blitz, where we shred the lies and torch the schemes slinking in the shadows. I'm your host, Park Major, and tonight, Episode 5 is dropping a 10-ton truth bomb on the most insidious plot of Trump's second term, Project 2025. This isn't a policy plan. It's a blueprint for a MAGA monarchy, and steering the sinister ship is radical Russ Vought, Trump's OMB Director and Christian nationalist zealot. Buckle up, because we're diving into this democracy-crushing catastrophe, and I'm pulling no punches. Let's lay it out raw, folks. Project 2025 is a 900-page manifesto forged in the Heritage Foundation's right-wing war room, and it's not here to play nice. It's a wrecking ball, aimed at the heart of our government, plotting to gut federal agencies like the Department of Education, torch climate policies, shred LGBTQ+ protections, and ban abortion nationwide. It's a dictator's dream, dressed up as reform, and it's got Trump's fingerprints all over it. But here's the real gag. Our Teflon Don 2.0, the king of denial, swore during his 2024 campaign he knew nothing about Project 2025. Nothing? Don, you're killing me. Your executive orders are practically photocopied from its pages, and your cabinet's a Project 2025 fan club. Trying to slip that whopper past America? Park Major's not swallowing it. Now, let's meet the puppet master, Radical Russ Vought, Trump's OMB director and a self-described Christian nationalist with a vendetta against democracy's guardrails. This guy's not just crunching numbers, he's swinging his OMB gavel like a warhammer, smashing the foundations of our civil service. His prized weapon? Schedule F, an executive order Trump signed on January 20th, 2025 that turns tens of thousands of federal workers into political piñatas. Picture it, career experts, scientists, analysts, lawyers, fired for not pledging loyalty to Trump, replaced by MAGA minions who'd salute a tweet before questioning a bad call. This isn't reform, it's a loyalty purge, a bureaucratic bloodbath to make the government kneel to Teflon Don's every whim. But Radical Russ isn't stopping at firings. He's a co-author of Project 2025, and his vision is straight out of a dystopian fever dream. He's pushing to abolish the Gender Policy Council, erase protections for marginalized groups, and funnel federal grants to communities with high marriage and birth rates. Translation: if you're not straight, married, and popping out kids, Radical Russ says you're out of luck. This isn't policy. It's a crusade in a cheap suit, with Vought preaching his Christian nationalist gospel from the OMB's pulpit. And Trump, he's eating it up, letting his cronies like Vought rewrite America's rulebook, while he golfs and gripes about fake news. Here's where it gets thicker than a Mar-a-Lago steak. At least 6 of Trump's cabinet secretaries, including Vought, helped write Project 2025, and over 200 former Trump flunkies are tied to this plot. Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts bragged about building a personnel apparatus to stuff Trump's government with loyalists. Yet, Teflon Don wants us to believe it's all a coincidence. That's like saying the fox guarding the henhouse just happened to bring a flamethrower. This is a coordinated coup, and Park Major's just getting started exposing it. Hold that thought, because we're far from done. After the break, I'll dive deeper into Radical Russ Vought's power grab, the real-world damage, and why this fight is your fight. Stay with Truth Blitz. We're peeling back the layers of this MAGA mess.
Wake up, they don't care about the people. Wake up, they don't care about you too. Oh, love, if you're walking with.
Welcome back to Truth Blitz, where I'm tearing into Project 2025, the MAGA manifesto threatening our democracy, led by Radical Russ Vought, Trump's OMB director and Christian nationalist crusader. I've exposed Teflon Don 2.0's lies and Vought's loyalty purge, but now it's time to see the fallout. Let's dive back in, folks. The X-verse is on fire, and for good reason. Project 2025's tentacles are already squeezing America. Schedule F, Vaught's brainchild, is sparking lawsuits from unions, who call it a death knell for merit-based governance. The ACLU's screaming authoritarian overreach And even some Republicans, like former Deputy Attorney General Donald B. Ayer, are warning it's a roadmap for Trump to function as a dictator. Protests are erupting outside the OMB, where radical Russ sits smugly, shrugging off critics. But the stakes are sky high. If Project 2025's policies take root, they could delay services and turn federal grants into rewards for MAGA-friendly towns. This isn't a power grab. It's a heist of our democratic soul. Let's talk Trump's base because they're clapping for this circus. They claim Project 2025 and radical Russ are draining the swamp and restoring values. Values? Firing qualified workers for not swearing allegiance to Trump isn't a value. It's a vendetta. Swapping expertise for loyalty isn't progress. It's a regression to royalty, where the King's Court calls the shots. Efficiency? Don't kid yourself. Torching checks and balances and handing the government to sycophants who'd rubber stamp a bad idea faster than you can say Space Force isn't efficient. It's control, pure and simple, and Vaught's the high priest at this autocratic altar. Picture this. You're a federal worker, a scientist tracking climate data, a lawyer protecting voting rights. You've served under every president, party be damned. Now, because you didn't cheer loud enough at a Trump rally, radical Russ can fire you, no questions asked. Your replacement? Some MAGA influencer with a podcast and zero skills. That's Project 2025's America, a place where loyalty trumps competence and dissenters are tossed out. And it's not just workers. Vaught's policies could defund entire communities, especially marginalized ones, stripping their protections and voice. This isn't making America great again. It's making America grovel again under Trump's iron fist. The hypocrisy burns. Trump ran on freedom, but Project 2025's freedom is for the few. Those who bow to Teflon Don and his cabal. Vaught's Christian nationalism isn't faith. It's forcing one vision on a diverse nation, trampling the liberties Trump claims to defend. And the conflicts? Vought wrote Project 2025, and now he's implementing it, profiting from its influence while shaping policy for Trump's inner circle. It's cronyism on steroids, and it's happening in plain sight. But here's the spark of hope. America's fighting back. Democrats have launched a Stop Project 2025 task force. Unions are battling Schedule F in court. Activists are rallying from D.C. to your backyard. And you, yes, you, can join them. Dig into Project 2025's pages. Call out radical Russ and Teflon Don for their shadow schemes. Demand a government that serves the people, not a president's ego. Because if we let this slide, we're not just losing policies. We're losing democracy itself. Here's the Truth Blitz verdict. Project 2025 with radical Russ Vought leading the charge is a 5-alarm fire for freedom. It's a betrayal of America's core: merit, fairness, diversity, accountability. Don't let Teflon Don and his pious pal pull the wool over our eyes. Get informed, get loud, get in the fight. Read Project 2025. Hold this cabinet accountable. This is our country, not their playground. That's the Truth Blitz way. Until next time, keep seeking the truth, and God bless America.